Hello friends, this is Raj Sastry from Raj Option Trading. Today is September 1, 2021. We will cover stocks with a heavy insider and institution buying, and also these stocks with a high short ratio. So typically whenever we see heavy insider and institution buying coupled with the high short ratio can be a very good secret sauce for stock to go up and squeeze. So with that, let's jump in and look at few top stocks here. So as we look through here, we got AMC on the top and price is $47. As you can see here, institutions are buying AMC and it also has got a high short ratio. And then you got here XCLA, same story. We got institutions buying, also a high short ratio. And we got Skillz, ZEV, and so on and so forth. So we will cover these stocks in a little more detail, but the key principle here is really we are looking for stock with the insiders buying or institutions buying coupled with the high short ratio, can be a good candidate to buy, expecting a short squeeze as a swing trading opportunity. So with that, let's jump in. So from a news perspective here, we got RCON announces $4.8 million contract here. That's a good news for RCON. Stock has been dropping off late. This could provide some opportunity to bounce back. And then you got Clovis Oncology here. Looks like stock is underperforming of late, but our Reddit gang is buying, hoping for a short squeeze. And then you got here Velodyn LiDAR, one of my favorite stocks. Looks like they got a partner here to get into the industrial e-commerce robotics space. And we got here few stocks which are strong buy according to tip ranks. We got SFT here, VSCO and VIAC. SFT here has got a high short ratio and insiders or institutions buying also. That could be a good one. And then you got here a security company, KnowBe4. They launch a resource kit to defend against mounting cyber attacks. I think KNBE is trying to go up off late. Could be a good one to look at. And then you got here HYLN. It's again a electric vehicle play. Could be a good one to buy at these levels. Then we got Skillz here. Skillz has been down for a long time. According to this news from tip ranks, it's still a player and looks like their average revenue per user was higher. That could be a good one. And then you got here VUZI. They expand the global presence and they also agreement for smart glasses order. So it's a good one here. Probably VUZI is a good one to buy at these levels. Then you got Intercept Pharma, ICPT. Stock falls after Goldman cuts to sell. Could be a good one to look at these levels. And then you got your PROG. They announced a contract here for public offering. That could be the reason stock is dropping a little bit, but still high short ratio. Insider buying could be a good one to buy here. And then you got your Nordstr, JWN. Looks like after the earnings stock dropped and also guidance a little bit lower. Could be a good one to look at these levels. So with that, we look at these companies and many more and see which one to buy. So here I got a quick chart here. As usual, we got the company name, price, market cap, and we got two more columns here to indicate our insiders buying. As example here, PROG, insiders are buying heavily as you can see here. And if you look at the other companies here, we got institutions buying all along. So AMC, XELA, SKLZ, Skillz, all of these stocks have got insiders buying. That's a great sign. And then you got sales and sales growth here, 1 year sales growth and quarter over quarter sales growth. Typically, if you're a fundamental type investor, look for greens in at least quarter over quarter sales growth and gross margin. For example, AMC here and ATER and FUBO, Marathon, and so on and so forth. Those could be your good ones because they got fundamentals of revenue growth coupled with the gross margin here of a positive double-digit gross margin could be a good formula here. Typically, I look for quarter-over-quarter sales growth plus gross margin greater than 40 for these good fundamental candidates. But if you're looking for a short squeeze, then probably one way to look at it is buy fundamentally strong companies. Other way to look at it is just go by technicals. Both will work. You should see which strategy is right for you. And as you look through here, we also have RSI and IV percentile. Typically we like to buy when RSI is below 55 or so. As an example, few of these have got green in RSI, for example, 44, 34. Those are the good candidates to buy because they're oversold. And then you got IV percentile here for you folks who are option buyers or sellers. Look for IV percentile also. Typically when IV percentile is high, you don't want to buy call options here. Instead, you should look at maybe selling some premiums like put options, strangles, straddles, iron condos, and so on and so forth. And then you got here institutions, how much they are owning this stock. A high institutional ownership is a good sign. And then you got your short ratio here. I think anytime short ratio is greater than 15-20%, there is a chance that stock can go up on any good news, especially if the fundamentals are good. And then you got your valuation ratio. Anytime it's above, say, 25, 30, or 40, it's not a great sign. But look for stocks with the reasonable valuation. I've highlighted few with a little higher valuation. For example, here Marathon Digital valuation 100 plus. Next, we got performance all the way from 1 day to 5 year. That tells you a good deal about is it good to buy. Does this company has what it takes to perform well over the long time frame? For example, here AMC. Looking through this, they've done nicely even in the 5-year period. Looks like they can continue to do well. And then you got how much the stock is off from 52-week high. That indicates is there still room to run for this company. So with that, I've highlighted few stocks for you. For example, Skillz here, $11 stock. As you see here, we got institutions buying Skillz, and as you look through here, RSI 34 tells you stock is completely oversold. And as you scan through here, stock has done good in 1 day, 1 week, and 2 weeks. Still off in 1 month, 3 months, and 6 months. That's why this stock has more room to run, and probably we should look at buying this stock. And then you got here PROG, 89-cent stock here. They've done, insiders are buying, institutions are buying. And as you talked about, there is also a secondary offering, public offering that company made. And stock has been doing well in 1 day, 1 week. Maybe okay to pick this stock up with a low RSI of 23 here. And then you got here FCEL and Nikola, both are electric vehicle type play here. And as you can see here, institutions are buying these companies. That's a good sign. They understand the stock is underappreciated at this time. And as we run through here, RSI levels are low, good to buy. And also stocks are trying to bounce in the shorter term. Could be good one to buy slowly as stock is trying to rebound from these lower levels. And then you got here Nordstr here. Nordstr stock fell down after the earnings. RSI is low, 35. And institutions are buying, as you can see here. Could be a good one to buy at these levels. And then you got Romeo here. It's again electric vehicle play. Institutions are buying the stock here, and stock has not done great of late, and high short ratio of let's say here 27. So I think it's a good one to buy at these levels. So with that, let's look at a couple more here and look at charts. So we got here MVIS Microvision. As you can see here, $14 stock. RSI is 51. I think stock is improving. Institutions are buying, as you can see here, 46% institution transactions, and stock is trying to rebound in 1 day, 1 week, and 1 month. And this is one of the favorite meme stock. Typically jumps up and down ferociously. And then you got here Clovis, Big FV, Velodyn, Hyliion. All of them have got institutions buying, as you can see here. RSI is at lower levels with the exception of BGFV. Probably should wait for a little pullback on the BGFV at this point. But other ones you can buy and they're trying to rebound in the near term. And we got a few more here. VUZI, RCON, same story. Institutions buying heavily, especially RCON. Stock is so much underappreciated. There is a high institution buying here. RSI a little bit lower, as you can see here, and stocks are trying to rebound in the nearer term. We got a couple more here: GEO, UAWS, GOEV or Canoo, KNBE, ICPT, SFT, CPE. All of them have got good institution buying or insiders buying. I think when insiders buy heavily like ICPT and CPE, that's a good one to really buy because insiders have got a lot of confidence in the company. They know where the company is headed. It's a good one to buy these two candidates also. So with that, now let's look at charts and see what we can make out. From a charts perspective, first we got Skillz here. It operates a mobile game platform, connects the players worldwide. So as you see, a stock has done nothing for a while here, at least since May or so. Stock has been trading the sidelines, and right now it's in negative territory, trying to bounce off of its 25-day moving average, which is the green line here. So at this time, it could be okay to buy some Skillz. I think on the balance volume is also trying to raise here. And as you scan through here, institutions are buying Skillz, 14% institution buying. And as you scan through here, they're trying to go up in 1 day, 1 week, and 2 weeks. That's why you see a small uptick here. They're trying to take on their 25-day moving average and bounce off of it and then take on 50-day moving average. So that's why I think it's a good one to buy at these levels. It's trying to turn around. And then you got PROG, very low dollar stock here, just 89 cents. And as we talked about, there is a secondary offering here. These guys are into biotechnology, provide commercialize molecular testing. So as you can see, the stock has done nothing. Right now it's in a negative territory, but on the balance volume is going up, as you can see here. Both insiders as well as institutions are buying. This could be the result of secondary offering, but still it's a good sign. Typically some of these biotech stocks can go up whenever there's some positive result, and also because there is a high short ratio, this can create short squeeze here. And then you got here FCEL. They design, manufacture, sell, install these power plants here. $6 stock. And as you can see here, institutions are buying this company. RSI is 45, tells you stock is oversold. And as you see here, stock is trying to see where to go from here. So it's at a good level with RSI 45. We should buy this company and take it from there. Then we got Nikola here. They're a development and integration of energy transportation solutions in USA. As you see here, $6 stock. Institutions are buying it. And as you see here, RSI is 45, tells you still more room to grow. I think it's a good one to buy at these levels. And if you're an options a trader, look for IV percentile. When IV percentile is high like this, 62, 75, you should be an option seller. And when IV percentile is low, like FCEL and Nikola, you should be an option buyer. So with that, let's jump in here and look at a couple more. We got JWN Nordstr here, and they're a fashion retailer. Stock has dropped after the earnings last time. On the balance volume is pretty steady with a small blip after the earning. And as you see here, institutions are buying at these levels. These institutions know when to buy, how to time the buy. For example, after the drop, they're buying now. That will basically give them a nice basis here, and as stock go up, they will lighten up. So with that, as you can see here, RSI is 35, stock is oversold, and I think institutions are buying. So I think we should look at buying it. There is some turnaround in one day here. Probably it's a good sign to buy some Nordstrom at these levels. And then you got Romeo. Romeo is an energy storage technology company into lithium ion battery. I think it's a good play here. Right now, stock has done nothing since last May or so. It's taking some. It's going up slowly now with the on the balance volume going up. And Romeo, as you can see here, institutions are buying. Same story. Institutions know when to get in and buy and accumulate. With the RSI here 37 and a high short ratio here 27%, it makes it an attractive candidate. It's trying to go up in a shorter term, for example 2-week window here. Fundamentals are not great on the Romeo, as you can see here, but this is where you buy because institutions are buying. There could be a short squeeze opportunity, but fundamentals are not great in this company. And then you got here MVIS. These guys are into development of LiDAR sensors for automotive safety. This company is doing okay. As you can see here, they're bouncing off of their 200-day moving average. Now they want to bounce off of their 100-day moving average. Stock is at $14. It's done nicely in last month or so, but expect still more room to grow with the institutions buying here and a high short ratio of 17%. From a valuation perspective, it's a little pricey, but I think still more room to grow. And then you got Clovis Oncology. It's a biopharma company, focuses on acquiring, developing, commercializing anti-cancer agents. As you can see, a stock has done nothing much since last March or so, but right now there is a high short ratio. As you can see here, 27% short, and institutions are buying slowly. I think it's okay to buy slowly. As you can see here, on the balance volume is pretty steady and it's nicely up. So that indicates folks are buying the stock here. Smart money is buying the stock slowly and accumulating. Next, we got few more here. We got Big Five Sporting Goods here. They're into athletic shoes and whatnot. I think this company has been doing okay off late. They had a big bump, as you can see here. Stock is doing good, and as you see, a stock has gone up in 1 week, 2 week, and 1 month. RSI is 68. So it's okay to wait a little bit on this company and then buy a little bit later. And then you got VLDR. We talked about this already. It's again it's into EV, electric vehicle play, LiDAR, $6.60. Institutions buying the stock here. And stock is trying to go up, turn around in 1 day time frame. High short ratio of 19%. I would be a buyer of VLDR at these levels and take it from there. And then you got Hyliion, another EV play here. Stock has done nothing since a while, as you can see here. Right now, institutions are buying. High short ratio of 19%. It may be okay to buy and accumulate at these levels. As you can see, a steady on the balance volume here. And then you got VUZI here, the design, manufacture, sell augmented reality wearables. I think this is a nice secular growth type market here. And as you can see here, they got institutions buying the stock and short ratio is high. So I think it's a good one to buy. Stock has gone up in 1 day, 1 week, and 2 week. Still more room to grow. As you can see here, it's down 59% from 52-week high. I think I would be a buyer at these levels. On the balance volume is pretty steady here. Good to buy and accumulate at these levels. We got one more page here. We got RCON here. They are a hardware, software, multi-site services for the petroleum mining in China. As you can see, a stock dropped big time, and now they're trying to find the base and consolidate. They also got a contract here. I think it's a good one to buy at these levels, given institutions are buying heavily, as you can see here, and also nice short ratio of 21%. It's okay to buy at these levels. Fundamentals are not great right now, but nice gross margin. And then you got GEO here. GEO is a REIT provider of rehabilitation for post-release support for patients. I think this stock is kind of bouncing up and down, as you can see here. At present, insiders are buying it. That's a great sign. Institutions are also buying slowly. And as you can see here, RSI is low, stock is oversold, and high short ratio. I would buy some GEO at these levels. As you can see here, on the balance volume is nicely higher and racing slowly. And then you got UAWS here. Stock has done nothing for a long time. Institutions are buying now, as you can see here. And as you see here, high short ratio is 17%. I would buy a little bit along with the institutions here. And on the balance volume is pretty steady. Tells you smart money is accumulating the stock at these levels. And then you got GOEV here. Again, stock has done nothing much. It's a mobility technology company, designs, engineers, manufactures EV for consumers. As you can see here, a nice institution transactions here. Institutions are buying the company, and high short ratio 32%. Valuation is a little high, nice gross margin. Stock has been trying to turn around in a shorter time frame. I would buy some GOEV at these levels and take it from there. Next, we got one more here. We got KNBE. It's into security awareness and training. As you know, cybersecurity is a emerging area, and a lot of people need to get the awareness on how to combat cybersecurity. I think this company is trying to do that. Stock chart perspective is trying to bounce back here. I like on the balance volume is going up here. Folks are buying the stock here. As you see here, institutions are buying, and gross margin is pretty healthy, 85% software gross margin. And as you see here, short ratio is very high. So I would be buying some at these levels and take it from there. And then you got ICPT here. I think stock dropped after the Goldman downgraded the stock here. It's ugly from a chart perspective right now. They're trying to take on their 25-day moving average. As you see here, insiders have understood and recognized a good value in their own stock. That's why insiders are buying the stock here. I would buy with insiders. As you see, your high short ratio tells you on any good news, stock can have a short squeeze. And then you got SFT here. They're into biopharma company focusing on the development and commercialization of to treat non-viral liver disease. Stock has done nothing for a while. As you see here, institutions are buying. They understand the value here, and short ratio is high. You can expect a short squeeze on any good news. And then you got CPE here, Callon Petroleum, independent oil and natural gas company in Permian Basin in Texas. I think that's a great property. As you see here, stock has sold off and trying to bounce back right now. On the balance volume is pretty steady and racing. And it's got both insiders and institutions buying. That's a great sign. They represent, they understand the value here. And as you see your high short ratio 20%, I would be a buyer of CPE at these levels and take it from there. So with that, when do I buy stocks? People ask. So typically look for oversold conditions with RSI less than 50 or 55 and stocks that are recovering in the short time frame. Always buy and sell in stages so that way you don't get burnt. And look for stocks consolidating for a while and showing some signs of bullishness. And for the stocks nearing 52-week high, look for a pullback. It will give you some margin of safety. And stocks nearing 52-week low, look for some sign of price increase in the near term. You can also look for some volume increase as usual. and look for huge drop. Whenever there's a huge drop, look for some signs of bullishness before you jump in and buy. And it's okay to buy some small quantities to sample, but as you add more and more, look for some bullishness. A high short ratio can be a good catalyst when the stock is sold off, and also coupled with the insiders and institutions buying the stock, it could be a good indicator for a short squeeze. Also, look for fundamentally good companies with a positive sales growth and positive gross margin. And typically, we look for quarter over quarter sales growth plus gross margin greater than 40. And if you're looking at secular biotech stocks or a technology stock down on a bad news, it's okay to jump in and buy some at those levels. You should typically see a nice bounce back and buy slowly, chunks at a time versus one big huge purchase. So with that, thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Please subscribe.